Yeah, he did send the lessons. I know it's happening.
Yeah, no, he's there.
Well, here we go. Hello, Huladunya.
Hello.
Hello, Olaf.
Rashi. All right. Good.
Beba. Nami ski.
Veluski.
Yeah.
Hashin on Coney ski. We're always tired.
Hami bacon ski kuchach.
Isaac Bacon ski. Tanea, Velusa ski.
Yeah, help me ski.
Veluski. Oh, you know. Okay.
I slept poorly on rear. Is that how you say last night? On rear?
Oh, a rare.
A rare. Okay.
Rare.
Okay. Yeah, the A to the O to the I got me. But yeah, on rare. I slept poorly. So just randomly too. No cause.
Yeah. All right. Okay.
Vashin Aunin Renaissance Fair. An Shakin? No, Shakin. How do you say
last week? Shakin Shakai?
Shakin.
Shakin Shakai. Okay. Kacha?
Out in Renaissance Fair.
Oh. Like on fish. Renaissance. On Aveaker.
Hashin out in the Guild Alabanach.
Okay. Okay, I'll leave Hessen Sporsel.
So we all put on
a Viadol, Kian, fish, Aveaker. I used to Renaissance fairs.
Va filig more autumn.
Oh, okay.
I was wearing my great kilt, my belted plaid.
Right, yeah. Okay. No, Leva. Yeah.
Professor, I wanted to let you know that I'm gonna leave a little early, like when you start telling the story, because I got too much homework.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. All right. Well, and then of course I will send out the with the video and you can catch up.
Yeah.
With the video with that. Okay. How many tuition? I understand. Okay. All right. Okay. I guess well Kestek doen is be Kesh na point Kusper Ara thing to say. Okay. Yeah, no, okay.
How would you say? Okay, so I'm trying to practice speaking more since we're gonna have speaking classes over the summer. How would you say? Because I last week we covered Vamiek Oper. So I know how to say I worked. How would you say I worked on something? Like I worked on budgets, or I worked on forms. How would you say I worked on a task?
Copper can be air.
Air, just air. That's it. There's no like different phrasing. Okay.
Yeah, air. Although remember, it doesn't always. I mean, air means at its in its base form means on. Here, I'll call up. Okay. Let me do this. Where are we? Share. I have to do share. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. Air means on. Okay. Base meaning, and its root meaning. But it can be used in many different ways. So sometimes it's used as, like here, I worked on something, but sometimes it's used in other meanings. Yeah, and I can't think of an example right now, but
and that's okay. I think we've reviewed those before, which is why I wasn't sure if that was the exact preposition.
Yeah. Though sometimes it's used to mean other things. Just very generally, remember that prepositions are, well, everything is subject to translations. Translations are always a little wonky, but prepositions especially are arbitrary. You don't always use the same translation in one language that you use in another. An example I have, it's not air, unfortunately, but it's lay, which means with, uh, but not with another person. Do we know what we use then?
Do we use, is it kuvla?
Yeah,
Cola.
Yeah. Colori, okay. And it means by in two different ways. One on your lay Herman Melville. Okay. My English lit degree is coming out. Okay. On Moby Dick lay. Okay. Moby Dick lay Herman Melville. Okay. By Herman Melville, even though the word means with. And Fumi Edamavulu, I was hit lesh avalach. I was hit by the boy. Okay, lay. Okay. Yeah. So lesh, of course. Now, why is it lesh rather than lay?
Because of the definite article.
There you go. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So we would not say lay avalich, but because the vowels don't want to hang out together, we say less shavalik. We add an S on there. It doesn't change the meaning at all. It's a phonetic artifact. Okay. Anyway, but I was hit by the boy. Okay. So we use lay, and so that's an example of how the certain arbitrariness in the application of prepositions, and so so we just have to learn where.
I think Isaac put an example in the chat of error meaning not quite on being used in a different way.
Fàilte arash. Like welcome back, Fàilte Arash.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Erash, Fàilte Erash. Yeah. That's a good example. And that Erash is I mean, even though it uses air, um, it is a it is a compound. It's kind of a phrasal, um, will that be adverb? Okay, Fàilte Erash. Okay, and so you've just reminded me of another one. I'll put it up here. Um, air, their son means for, okay, uh, amongst other things. Uh, so, but it is a compound preposition from air plus son. So, and Vami a koper son etiquette. I was working for money. Okay. So, but Vami a koper a honsa at a home. I was working for it. And so here you see it kind of splits up for its something like for its sake. Okay, so here er son etiquette for the sake of money, and here for its sake. The is the possessive pronoun. Okay. Va a koper at a mahon. He was working for me. And right here, the me is the possessive pronoun mo, for my sake. You see, so, but right here, you see how the air doesn't have anything to do with on, except by maybe a wild stretch of the imagination, on my sake or something like that. But, but it doesn't have anything to do with that. Really, I mean, but anyway, yeah, but just a couple examples. So, all right. Okay. Good question. Anything else in relation to this or anything other? No? Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Well, let's go here. Okay. Gael-Talk, the Seachdaine Gaelic Vrichte, na Sgeulachd. Okay. Okay. So better kind of like broken than fluent English. And peepik an Màiri stech. So here we have the piper piping in the future. Okay, so little future bubbles. Okay, imaginary futures, because we're going to be taking a look at the at the future again. Okay. Oh, and I think I figured out a time for us to break. We will break. Okay. Can you see the little calendar I popped up?
Yes.
Okay, at the side. Okay. Why don't we break? What did I have? No, I can't do that. I'm very bad on dates. So I'll go to Google Calendar. Okay. So here's Memorial Day on the 25th. Okay. Why don't we have the last class, actually just in, what would that be, 3 weeks, 2 weeks, something like that, on the 19th. Okay. And then we'll have Memorial Day. And so, so we won't try to pull it over Memorial Day. And that just makes kind of a logical break. And, and so I usually do break around that time. And we'll have been going, 30 plus weeks at that time with hardly a break. So anyway, and then we'll take a couple weeks break, and then come back and I'll figure it out, but come back something like maybe the 9th of June. Is that it? Yeah, something like the 9th of June, thereabouts, and commence with conversation classes. So does that sound workable? We take a couple weeks off and then, and then come back and do a little something different, maybe a little bit more fun than listen to me lecture. Okay. All right. Flavor. Okay. All right. So we will not have a class Memorial Day week or the week after, and then we'll resume. Okay. Okay. So and of course, over the summer, things will be a little bit looser, and it won't matter that much if you miss. We won't have an ongoing lectures, and so if you take a vacation either by yourself or with your family or something like that, so anyway, so it'll be easy to pick up and resume. Yes, Ian?
And just double checking, we're going to have a different Zoom link for the summer portion, right?
Maybe not.
Okay.
If I can figure out a way to extend it.
Okay, great.
Yeah, that just makes it easier. Actually, a little backstory. I did used to make a different Zoom link for every class, because I have 3 classes, right? And then I figured out that I could do the same Zoom link on 3 different nights. So that certainly makes things easier. I don't have to say, now, what class are you in? And send you the right Zoom link. And then, oh, that's the wrong one. That's for the Tuesday or Wednesday class, something like that. So anyway, yes. So in short, I figured out it's much easier on me and everybody else if I just have one Zoom link, that runs, the gamut of all the time I'd be expecting to spend. Okay. Which is one of the reasons that I give a little buffer on the times that the classes are open. But anyway, but I'll work on that and just make sure that I'm able to do that. So anyway, okay, all right, okay. So okay, all the usual boilerplate and the welcome, the Fàilte. Okay, for the Fàilte, I have something interesting for you. A little bit different from what I often do, but I wanted to introduce you to. I just discovered this myself, so it's not that I've been keeping this from you, but I think you can get Gaelic subtitles on YouTube videos, not necessarily on Gaelic videos. I haven't even tried it on that. I might do that. But on English video. So if you have an interest in, so you hear the English and then you can read the Gaelic. And so, so it's not a bad practice, to get used to it. But anyway, okay. So what you do, and I have the, a little thumbnail instructions here, but let me walk you through it. And like I said, I just found this out today. So, where are we? Okay. All right. Okay. So now I have one that I haven't done yet. Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. This is Grace O'Malley, Pirate Queen of Ireland. So a Gaelic, a pirate queen. Okay. And it's a fun little video. In fact, I sent out the link a couple of weeks ago. And this is in English, right? This is in English. But okay. So what you do, and I'll show you what to do, and I put the steps in the lesson. And then you can see my screen, right?
Yes,
yeah,
we're seeing YouTube.
Okay. So you go to settings, you pop that up, and you go subtitles. You click on that, and you unclick English, and then and then you auto translate. You have to go to auto translate. You scroll down, And look at that. Scottish Gaelic. Click on that. Now, if you are totally fluent in Gaelic, you might find a mistake, okay, here or there, but but it's pretty good actually. But here, so here, okay.
Could use the waters around the coast of Ireland for fishing.
Trying to get a little voice here. Oh.
Grace O'Malley was born around the year 1530.
Okay, so you hear the the English like that, and then you see Rucha Gras Nicavali, Chimical Erviliana, 1530. Okay, so you can read it. Okay, yeah, kind of cool. And I've done it on a few. I mean, so whatever you like to watch, and YouTube now has some movies, so you can watch movies. I mean, so not necessarily the box office hits right now, but they have movies, and some pretty good. Let's see. Let me show you. Here I was. Curb Your Enthusiasm, a popular TV program from some time ago.
From Metzler's.
Okay, so mi cursus Seachdaine royenta vo vuturen Metzler's fan. Okay, so you.
Metzler's? You got
Yeah.
Metzler's?
Yeah, I got
I
Metzler.
love Metzler.
I don't know how to do this fucking shit.
Penio Fisak, I'm Kimmeranimi, I'm cock show. Yeah. So, anyway, so, you get all sorts of stuff. I mean, so what else? What else do I have? Okay. This was Jimmy Kimmel, nighttime host.
Have quit since the shutdown started, and the number of agents.
Okay, Poster Chimical Air 50,000 neck opera, workers, TSA.
Are currently working without pay.
A Koper Gunfeich Andrasta, okay.
More than 300 TSA agents have quit since.
A Cora Triekra TSA et Andraken Alekoye, more than 300 agents of TSA have left their jobs, so yeah, so it's kind of cool, so I think it's a great learning tool. Okay, so anyway, and if it goes a little fast, you can go to the settings and you can do playback speed. And I find that you don't get too much distortion if you go to like the 70%. Okay. And I think we stayed on 70%. Yes, 70%. See?
The shutdown started, and the number of agents calling out sick have skyrocketed, which, of course,
Agragvelia that they say that they're sick, and a goal suis gamor, has gone up greatly. Okay, okay, yeah. So, and it's a little bit slower. Okay, and also, that's not a bad technique if you're listening to a Gaelic program as well. Slow it down just a little bit. And like I said, you don't get too much distortion if you go to 70%. If you go to 50%, it starts to sound, a little odd. But 70% is not bad. So all right. So that's the little Fàilte for tonight. Get Gaelic subtitles. Okay. All right. Okay. Anyway, turn on captions. Scottish. Scroll down to Scottish Gaelic and click, and then turn on the captions. And that's that other little box. So you have to go to two little boxes on the screen. You have to go to the settings, and then after you do the settings, that's when you go to turning the captions on and off. Yeah, so anyway, all right, Leva. Okay. Russian sportsman. All right, okay. Shenachana Shechana, Chaniel Amarek et. Okay. Tomorrow isn't promised. You can't be sure of what the future holds. Okay, so that's yeah, maybe similar to don't count your chickens before they hatch. Okay, but to me, this seems to be a warning against feeling certain about what the future might bring, and especially pertinent for a culture in which at any time enemy clan or the redcoats or even a sudden storm might blow up and ruin you and your family and your croft and tumble down your building and destroy all your plans. And so, okay, just something to remember. Tomorrow is not promised. Okay. And then at Gael-Talk, we haven't gotten to that yet. We'll get to it next year. Is the passive, what's called the passive voice. So rather than she promised, it was promised. That's what the passive voice is. Not past with a T, not the past tense, but the passive voice, as in was bitten, is bitten, will be bitten, has been bitten, will have been bitten. The various tenses. You can have the various tenses. All right. Okay. So that's just a little language note from okay. Aniela Marich Gael-Talk. All right. Okay. Storm could blow up from anywhere. And in fact, some people have commented that one of the differences, one of the rationales, or not the rationale, maybe one of the reasons, one of the causes of the differences between the fairies in Ireland and Scotland is as fairies were kind of connected with nature, the natural environment in Ireland was a little bit more temperate than in Scotland. The Scottish weather tended to be rougher. Okay. And so the fairies in Scotland were a little bit rougher. So anyway, but so especially pertinent to the Scottish environment, but probably to all of our lives. Okay, can't be sure what tomorrow will bring. Okay, all right. Okay. So this week I wanted to take an Sgeulachd. Actually, that should be Helach. Okay, a review. A review of the future tense. So just to remind us, Jen, to do something, and we know it primarily from our experience this year from a Janif, making something. Well, the future is me. Okay. So from now on, we have the option when we're saying something, not just be me a Janif, I will be doing, but me, I will do. Okay. All right. Oh, and so I missed the top one. Cluin, to hear something. A cluinchin, be me a cluinchin, I will be hearing, or cluny. Okay, cluny, I will hear something. And then one thing that sometimes we have, in regular verbs, this is a rule, and in the irregular verbs, it occurs sometimes in that the question and the negative goes back to the root. So that happens with cluin, on cluin, will you hear? Cluin me, I will not hear. Okay. On gen, okay. On gen me, will I do? Gen me, I will not do. Okay. So with rock, to go, so we're familiar with it with adol, but the future is che. I'm sorry, H. Okay. H me, I will go. H me a galapa. Ana vlian. I will go to Scotland next year. Okay. Rather than be me a dole. Agalapa, rather than I will be going to Scotland, and H me Agalapa. And then the question would, here, the question form and the negative form reverts back to the future, unchange. Okay, so not back to rock, it's not unrock, but it's unchange. And then chachach, the negative as well. Okay, so hick, okay, that's come. Okay, so you see the verbal noun is achian, hami-achian, okay, and okay, okay. I heartily recommend either with your children or your pets to speak Gaelic because every day, I mean, you know, so I just have to chuckle when I look at achian. There's certain times of the day my dog knows it's time to go out. And so she starts making noises. Okay. And if you know huskies, they don't bark. They kind of, you know, they kind of howl. And so she starts howling, and so I go, Hamichian of Alec. Okay, I'm coming. Okay, Hamichian. So anyway, but if I wanted to say I will come, hick me. I will come. Okay. On chick. So here we go back to the future, okay, on chick, and so you notice that for H and hick, the future and the negative lose their lenition, okay, and then fake to see, we have he, you know, he, and so we should know that. I think yeah, he mina morviana, right? I will see.
I've
Yeah?
listened to that song no fewer than 100 times since last week.
Very good. Okay, yeah. All right, very good. Okay, he, me. Okay, so and and here the question and the negative goes back to, like a regular verb, it goes back to the to the root, right? Fake chanaik. Fake chanaik. Okay. All right. So thigh, a thighin. Okay. That's the verbal noun. Gave. Okay. And where the hell that came from, I don't know. Okay. Okay. But anyway, thigh, gave me, I will get. Okay. And again, we have thigh and hanai that go back to the root. Okay. Right. Okay. Upper, we have agra and hair. Again, irregular formation. Okay. No telling where that came from, but here the okay, the question and the negative go back to the root. Okay, and bear, to catch or bear something, a bray. So so this could be either to catch something or like to bear a child. Okay, to give birth, a bray, or berry, you know, okay, you know, okay, or amber chaver, okay. Uruik, to arrive or to reach, arrive at or to reach. Make a little bit more room there, okay. To reach, okay. Okay. Uruikshin, we reach someplace, we arrive at. Okay. So we would largely say arrive, but in Gaelic we don't say arrive at. Okay, so its usage is similar to reach. It takes an object. The verb takes an object, but it means to arrive at. Okay. And then ruki, okay, so that even looks like the regular, okay, regular form on ruik, haruik. And remember, we don't have, for the ha, we don't have a lenition because R can't be lenited. Okay. And then whore, to give or take or bring, depending. A torscht or ver. Okay, ver. Okay, ver me lor yon class. I will take a book to class. Ver me. Okay. And something we sometimes get mixed up is ver and berry. Sometimes people get those confused. Okay, so so bear looks more regular, and ver doesn't. I don't know if that helps at all. Okay, ver. Okay, I will take. I will give. Okay, and then antor chator. Okay, no lenition. Okay, all right. Okay, any questions there? So that's just a little review. Okay, so let's take a look and see if we can do some. Okay, all right. So first we want to match. So take a match each root verb with its future. So fake would be
He.
he. Very good. And I don't know how to do this. Okay. Can I do this shape? Oh, maybe I can do this. Okay. He. There we go. Okay. And then Jen would go where?
Knee.
Knee. Very good. Okay. Insert shape. Jen. Knee. Okay. Rach.
Is that hick?
Uh,
No.
would be H.
Oh.
Okay. 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 So what is hick?
Come. Means come.
A clue? It's an easy one.
It's hick to hick, right?
Hick to hick. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Hick to hick. Okay. So that's the easy one. Okay. Hick to hick. Okay. Phi. Go where?
Is that hair?
No.
It's
No.
grave.
Gave. Yeah. Go up there. Gave. Okay. All right. Whore would be
Hair.
remember whore is like berry except it's
There?
there. Yeah. Okay. Except it's lenited. Okay. Yeah. Upper would be
Berry.
no, that would be hair.
Oh,
Hair. Okay. Maybe a way to remember upper is Hirscht is the past tense. Hirschte. All right. Okay. Rick. Now this is an easy one.
Ruki.
Riki. Yeah. Okay. Leva. Cluin would be
Clooney.
Clooney. Very good. Yeah. And that's one that looks like it's regular. Okay. So bear would be another one that looks like it's regular because that is
Berry.
battery. Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. Labor. Okay. All right. Yeah. So that's a neat little exercise. Okay.
I remember cluing and cluinchen because cluas is ear.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so
Clusen. Clus. Yeah. Clus. And yeah. Very good. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Any other connections we can make? Well, Clune, okay, Clooney. Maybe the first ones to think about are the ones that kind of look like they're regular. So,
I
yeah.
have one for Ni and Jeon. It's just that I know that Jeon is do, and I can remember that it's the knights who say do.
Oh, yeah, the knights who say knee. Yeah, the knights who say do. Yeah. All right, very good. Yeah. So we have bear and berry. Uh, we have cluin. We have cluin and cluiny. Okay. And I'll put fich and he into the category of stuff that we should remember easily. Okay. 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 Anything else that looks, Rick and Ricky. Okay. So, yeah. So you have almost one, two, three, four, almost half of them that are, and hick. Exactly half of them. Okay. That you should be able, that should be easy to remember. Okay. Just simply because, uh, oh, oh, fake and he, because we've sung it. Okay. Ruik, ruiki, it looks regular. Cluin, cluny looks regular. Bear, berry looks regular. And hick, they're the same. Okay. Yeah. So you have half of them. So the job of remembering the irregulars is only half as difficult as it appeared at the beginning. All right. All right. Okay. And if you haven't noticed, I just love mnemonic devices, things that help us remember stuff, because I have a bad memory. Okay. So I really believe in any kind of aids. Okay. All right. So okay. All right. So now we do this free form. Okay. So what's the future form of cluing?
Cluenchin. That's not it.
No, that's the verbal noun.
Clooney.
Yes,
Cluny.
Clooney.
Very good. Yeah, Cluny. Okay. Okay. What's the future of fake?
He.
He. Yeah. Yeah. Just think, what do I do with the more Vienna? I he them. Okay. All right. Okay. And rock.
Hair?
Yeah. Very good. H. Okay. Okay. Hey, are you going to the Kaylee? I mean, maybe that's a way to remember it. Okay. Hey, are you going to the Kaylee? Okay. He. H. Okay. H. Hick. Remember the clue for hick? What is it?
It's
Future?
it. It's exactly the same.
Yeah. Okay. Jen? It's the knights who say
Knee.
yeah. Okay. Yeah. The knights who say knee. Okay. Okay. And thigh? That's one of the odd ones.
It's Yev, right?
Yave. Very good. Yave. Okay. Upper?
Is the
Hair.
Hair. Very good. Hair. Hair me. Okay.
I'll let other people guess now. I'm sorry. That was like
Yeah. Bear? That's an easy one. It looks regular.
Betty.
Berry. And so does Ruik. What would it
Ruki.
be if it's regular?
Yeah, Ruki.
Rookie. Yeah. So now, when I say that, I mean we remember the rule to make the regular future, right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So when rookie, and then whore would be
Bear.
there. Okay.
There.
There you go. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. And okay, so now we want to make the question form. Okay. Clooney to me. So we want to ask, do you hear me? Little clue. It looks like the regular. So what would be the regular formation?
Achluin?
Uncluing. Yeah, very good. Okay. Uncluing umi. Okay. All right. Nihushin. Okay. What would be the question form?
Fake cushion.
No, that would be do you see?
Oh, do you see? Sorry.
And so it would be
On Jan.
Jan Ushin. Yeah, okay. Will you do that? Okay. H Ugaki. Okay, so that's you will go home. So how do we say will you go home? On
On Tage.
very good. On Chage, yeah.
On Chage.
Chage Ugaki. Gaki. On Chage Ugaki. Okay. Hiku Amarik. On
Chick?
very good. On Chick Amarik. Okay. He on ku. So here we go to what was that you said earlier, Ian?
Fake. On fake.
I'm
Who
fake.
on ku.
Fake
On ku. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So Himi on ku. Fake on ku. Himi namor Vienna. On fake namor Vienna. Do you see the mountains? Yeah, he me namor Vienna. Fake usa namor Vienna. Okay. Gave you coffee. You will get coffee. How do I say, will you get coffee? And here we have to go back to the root.
Is it
What?
Is it opera or no? No.
What is it?
Never mind.
Okay.
Is it Phi?
Yeah, close.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fei. Okay.
Yeah, Amfeu.
Coffee.
Coffee. Yeah, Amfeu coffee. Yeah, Amfi. Some pronunciations go Amfi. Amfi coffee. Okay. Hair Ufako. You said a word.
Is it upper? An upper?
An upper Ufako. An upper Ufako. Okay. Right. Okay. Okay. Berry to Erval.
Amberi. I mean Amber.
Amber. Yeah. Amber u Erval. Okay. Will you catch the ball? Okay. Rookie to untie.
Would it be? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Sorry, Enruk to untie.
Anruik. Yeah. Anruik u untie. Yeah. Very good. Verugo, eh? You will give to me. So, not to confuse Barry with there. This is you will give.
Is it Amber Uyov?
Okay. Amber Uron A. Okay, Amber Uron. Okay, yeah, very good. Okay. Okay, so now we want to make the sentence negative. Okay, Cluni mi u, I don't know, that's, I will see you, I won't see you, I will not see you. So, ha,
Clean.
ja, ha, chlwyn. Mi u, yeah, chlwyn mi u, yeah. Yeah. Not if I see you first. Okay. Nimishin.
Cheyenne.
Uh-huh. Hajenmishin. Okay. Okay. Hashmi Yanvu. I won't go to the store.
Would it be ha hesht mi anvu?
Hachech.
Hadchej, okay.
Yeah. The H in the negative it drops the lenition. Hachech. Okay, so which is again against the regular formation. Usually in the negative, we have the lenition. On a couple of these, we don't, okay? Hikmi anok.
Chik mianoch.
Chick. Yeah, chick me anok. Yeah, a chick. Okay, so if there's any pattern within the no pattern, the two here that in the positive are lenited, in the negative and the question form are not lenited. So they kind of flip the script. Okay, if that helps. Okay. Himi uncut.
Would this be ha
Han,
hike?
Hanaik. Yeah.
Hanaik, okay.
Hanaik me uncut. Very good. Okay.
Hanaik.
Gave me an Òran. So remember, gave is the future form of thigh.
Hanfai or Hanai?
Hanai. Very good.
Hanai.
Hanai. Miara, and I won't get bread. Okay. Okay. Hear me shin. I will say that. Han.
Han aper mi.
Han aper. Okay. Han aper mission. Very good. Okay. Bury me air.
Chamber.
Haver.
Chamber.
Yeah, Haver. Okay, not Haveri. Close. Okay. Okay. Rookie me skull. On skull.
Haruch mi an skol?
Ruik. Yeah.
Ruik.
Yeah. Ruik. Yeah. Just a little thing, Ruik, with pronunciation. We sometimes have the artifact that in English, we'd usually run these together, okay? And Gaelic, we kind of say each vowel, even if only just a little grace note in there. So the way to do that, I think I might have mentioned that, ruik. So you don't have to actually go out of your way to pronounce the I sound. Well, actually, it sounds like an E, ruik, yeah. But if you just pull your lips back for that little I at the end of a string, that produces the sound that you want. So haruik, right? You give a little half smile there. Okay. Very good, eh? Okay.
Chanor.
What did you say?
Chanor.
Hator, yeah. Hator me. Good day. Hator. Okay. Okay. So, yeah, I will not give it to you. Okay. All right. Leva. Okay. 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 So now we want to answer each question with a yes or a no. Okay. An clúin umi.
Haclúin.
Okay, so so the yes would be the what the future form. Okay. Or the no would be the negative future form. Okay. So
So yes would be clúine,
clúni, yeah, or
clúine.
or
clúin.
Haclúin.
Yeah, okay. Feich uan ku.
Han Hanaik. Hanaik.
Hanaik, yeah.
Hanaik.
Or he, yeah, or he. Okay. I do see the dog. I see the dog. Yes or no. What is it? A Chechuan? Will you go there? I will go would be yes, I will go would be
H.
H, yeah, very
H.
good. H or ha
Hachage.
H, yeah, H. Okay. On Chikumarach,
Hick for yes or
Hick or
ha chick for no.
H,
Hachage.
yeah. Very good. Okay, yeah. So anyway, actually a song I could have selected for this. Uh, we have a song of somebody waiting for a loved one, a feravata, a boatman to come back on Chikumarach. Will you come tomorrow? Okay, she's waiting. Okay, on Fayu tea. Will you have tea? How do you say yes? I will have tea would be
Yev.
Yave. Yeah, very good. Or
Han I.
Kana.
yeah. Goes completely wonky. Okay. On Upper Ushin, will you say that? So if we will say it, we go say
Here?
hair. Very good. Hair. Or no would be Khan
Khaner.
Upper.
Khana.
Khan Upper. We go back to the root. Okay. Bear u air. Yes would be
Berry.
that's the one that
Daddy.
looks berry. Yeah, that's the one that
Berry.
looks regular. Okay.
Berry.
Berry or
Haver.
Haver. Yeah. Haver. That's the one that looks regular. Okay. On Ruk u on Doris. Did you reach the door?
Ruiki.
Ruki. Yeah, Ruki. Or no, I didn't reach the door. Ha
Haruk.
Haruik, yeah, very good. Yeah, Haruik. Yeah. So if we have so on a couple of these, we have the a couple of the irregulars. It looks like the kind of regular, and so if the positive is regular, then the negative is regular as well. So we go back to the root. Okay. Good. Okay. Okay. So anyway, I'm. Oh, okay. I'm Tor Uroe. Will you give it to me?
The root is
Ver.
so.
Yeah, Ver. Okay, I will. Or Hator. And Jan u Opergaki, will you do the homework?
Me.
Knee me? Yeah, you get the night you said knee. Yeah, okay, I like that. Knee or no would be
Jan.
Jan. Very good. I won't do. All right. All right. Deliver. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. Any questions so far?
What makes Ruik irregular?
What makes
Is
it
it just irregular because of its past tense, or
rookie anti? Let's see. So what is the irregular form for rook? Let's see. Rook. Rookin rookie on rook haruk. Yeah, I think it's the past tense. What's Rick? Ricky yeah, what the past tense is good question. It's one of the most regular of the irregulars. Past tense Rick would be rook. Okay, so I guess that's just that little mark there, rook.
gotcha?
Okay. So rook me
That'll
and
help me remember it, that it's
rook me
mostly
and
regular.
Doris Tataruk me on Doris. I didn't reach the door. Okay, yeah. So good question. Okay, so it's the past tense, just a very slight. Okay. So that's another easy one, I guess. Ruik. Okay. Just because it's almost completely regular except for the past, for the for the dropping of the slenderization. Okay, in the past tense. Rook me and Doris, hato rook me and Doris. I reached the door. I didn't reach the door. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Good question. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. And then there's other exercises that you can do. Okay. I've got a bunch of these here. Okay. All right. So let's go to, oops. Oh, we got a lot of stuff here. Okay. Keep you busy. Okay. All right. So, and this, I have a little PowerPoint. I didn't include it in the slide, but I will pop it um, in the, in the follow-up slide. Okay. Oh, now let me ask you, just in terms of the follow-up, does it help you? What would you rather? You want me to leave the answers, or do you want me to strip the answers out and so you can do the exercises again?
I think probably either would be fine. So it's whatever's less labor for you. Doing the exercises again, it would be easier to have the answers taken out.
I'm sorry, what?
Sorry, doing it again, it would be easier to have the answers taken out, or like more constructive, I think.
Okay.
But again, if that's a ton of work for you, then I would just leave it.
Well, no, it's not a ton. It's a little itty bitty. Okay. Becken Opers. Okay. All right. Okay. Labor. Okay. All right. Okay. I'll do that. Or I could, I guess. Well, you have the answer key below, and so yeah, okay, yeah. So I'll take the answers out, and so if you want to do it again, you have it there. Okay, all right, okay, all right. So let's see what we've got here. Let me go to the oh, okay. Okay. All right. Okay. So you can see my slideshow, right?
Yes, we could see the slides.
Oh, okay. 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 So Sgeulachd vec, a little story. Górach, le imic river, mi real chick, santra checo. Okay, so a silly little story, gorak, with many verbs. Griaver. Griaver is close to like business and activity. Mi real check. Okay. Irregular. Real check would have to do with regularity. Okay. Santra checo. Tra very often means time, and checo to come. Okay, so we have Màiri, broken on ku, broken, right there. Cura van glyph, a white wise sheep. Ulvesh vech karstel, a little friendly ulvesht, okay, a kind of a water monster. And kat du akashto, okay, a black cat of the castle. Amarech ni madre plana more. Okay. Yeah, so read after me. Amarech ni madre plana more. Hechi go alapa. Le un valich vec. Obviously, jech bech and mora. Okay. She will make a big plan. She will go to Scotland, le un valich vec, with one little suitcase, and jech bech and mora, and 10 big ideas. Hiku kolorum of Roken. Hiku kolorum. You will come with me. Here is, she will say. Be broken gle holicha. Broken is very happy. Okay. Hachech broken lashain. Okay. Hachech, broken will not go lashain by himself. Okay. Yevi at tartan. Okay. He will get a tartan hat. I guess be a wavasach prosho. And he will be terribly proud. Wavasach. Okay. Wavasach can mean either terrible. Well, it has a dual meaning as in English. It can be wavasach, it can be terrible, or as an, I guess, an adverb, it can be terribly good. Oh, that's a terribly good show that we saw, you know, like that. So, okay. Wavasach pro show would be terribly proud. He madre mapa more. Mary will see a big map elvort on the table. Fàilte Dhachaigh an Toshik. Will she see Dhachaigh, Edinburgh? Literally the fort of Aden at the beginning on Toshik. No, on Ruch on Sgeulachd. Or will she arrive on Ruch on Chelen? Will she arrive at the Isle of Skye on Sgeulachd? Okay, literally, and I love the name here, the Winged Isle. Here on Mapa Ria. Okay, here on Mapa Ria. Okay, the map says to her, Mahu yan Gael-Talk, Mahu, if you go to the Gael-Talk, to the Highlands, he u Beountain, Lochen, agus Milchen, Jechurik. If you go to the Gael-Talk, you will see Beountain, okay, Lochen, okay, locks, mountains, locks, agus thousands of sheep. Milchen Jechurik. Nu de hik eet jan forst are, when they come to the airport, Clooney eat pipera. They hear a piper. Hachluin will not hear on Luchshul Rutsenby Ela. Hachluin. the Luchshul, the traveling people, the tourists. Anything else, okay? Roots and be Eila. Ver Mari capera banana, okay? Mary will bring a banana sandwich, capera banana. Three brisketchen, sorry. Three brisketchen, three biscuits. I guess lore eel. I guess a guidebook, lore book eel guide. Hatori Scalen. She will not bring an umbrella. I guess Bishan Naverik Vor. And that would be a big mistake. Bishan on Naverik Vor. Nur a hick antushka. When the rain comes, Hachluin Mari an nechlaverst eacher. Okay. Hachluin. Mary won't hear on nechlaverst, the speaker, the announcer. Cluny e kura agra. She will hear a sheep say, Hachet shiv an rat kjar. We will not go the wrong way. An rat kjar, magiestis shiv room. Okay. If you will not listen to me, Hachet shiv, you will not go, I'm sorry, the wrong way if you listen to me. Karich ur, ni broken karstjes, risha kuravan. Okay, broken made friendship with the white sheep. Ni made ver akura korlavaha. Okay, the sheep will give a good advice to him. Korlava, korla. Ruki iet balabek. They will reach a small town. Okay, Ruki iet balabek. He iet bu lan aten gle neonach. They will see bu lan aten gle neonach, filled with very strange hats. Gave Mari at uanya. Mari will get a green hat, chomori chenta, as big as a tent. Hair broken, can be hospatory boundary. Hair broken, broken will say hair can be she will be hospacho as stylish as a queen. Hospatory boundary. See right here we have is king, boundary, ban is a prefix that is turns it into a feminine. Anurshin, hik iet gulach more. Then they will go to a great lake, big lake. He iet ulevish vek. Okay, they will see a little monster, a nigara more aura, that makes a big smile at them, that smiles at them, on them. Okay. Okay. Oh, and here's another usage of air. That's the prepositional pronoun for air, aura, on them. And so it smiles on them, not at them. Ver Mari brisket stan ulevisht. Mary will give a brisket to the monster. Gave e tone karsto. August Joe Hielaf. Okay, so she will get a friendly wave and a good picture. Okay. Anruk it Kastjo Shaun Asanta. Will she arrive at a old-fashioned castle? Ruiki. Ricky, Achavi and Doris Foscocha, but the door won't be open. Haircut do Achasto. Okay, the black cat of the castle will say, Manishiv down Sgeulachd, if you do a Highland dance, firstly on Doris, the doors will open. Ni Màiri broken dances so amachek, Clúni a Gael-Talk and Fuim. Okay, so the merry and broken do a dance so foolish, and the moon itself will hear the noise. Firstly on Doris, he eats shomer more. They see a big room. I guess gave eat tea, and they will get tea, scones, I guess killed. An Jirakan la, Herr Màiri, me go Alba a-rithist. I will go to Scotland again. There me Scotland, I will take an umbrella, I guess a tormi hobek be. Okay, I will not bring so hobek be, so little food. Okay. Be broken tolacha, hike a-rithist, hie Alba a-rithist, I guess need downs in the shower. Okay, and broken will be happy. He will come again, and he will see Scotland again, and he will do a better dance. Okay, all right, okay, all right, all right. So anyway, so there we go. I'm gonna stop the share for a moment. Okay, all right, okay. Any questions about that? And I will send that out, and so you may review that. But okay. Oh, so I see your message, Tanea. So you have to go. Okay. Well, Aikava, top lot for staying so long. Okay. So all right. So we'll see you next week, I hope. Okay.
Chitty.
Chitty. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. Anyway, so I hope these little stories are helpful too. And so yeah, so like to put the sometimes they have something to do with the grammar lessons. Sometimes they have something to do with something else, history or folktale. But every now and then I like to come back to the grammar lesson and show us the grammar that we've been studying at in usage. So anyway, all right. And then I will put all of that together and send out a refreshed lesson plan. Okay. All right. So let's go to our share again. And we have a little song. Right. Yeah. And what do we have? All right. Oh, this is a nice one. Okay. Madivan, okay, known as Mary's Wedding or the Lewis Bridal Song, okay. And this was written for a young woman who won the Maud in 1934. So the author, John Bannerman, became kind of a fan. Yeah, nothing became romantic between the two, but he was a fan of hers, sort of, and became infatuated with her and wrote this song. Okay. So anyway, so kind of a cute little song. So it goes right here. So you can see my screen, I presume. Right?
Yes, we can see your screen.
So Gu Mochrias Marivan, love of my heart, fair Mary, means fair Mary, Marivan. And it's interesting in Gaelic, it's the fair-haired Mary becomes part of her name, whereas in English it's just a just a description, an adjective. Okay. Màiri voich, Sgeulachd Mogan. Okay. Theme of my song. She Mogul sa Màiri van. She is my darling, my love. Sahami do gapo sech. I'm going to marry her. Huch me on gul a-rithist. Last night I fell in love. Hamochriasa huas Bain. My heart is soaring high, literally up on the mountain. Huas Bain. Okay, and we see a couple places sa, gulsa, mochriasa. That is an emphatic, and it goes with the possessive pronoun. Mogulsa, mochriasa. Okay. Madivan rim huve shane. Okay. Fair-haired Mary, Rimohuv, by my side, ashamed, singing, Sahamigol, Hamidol Gaposik, I am going to marry her. Hulan or the Sulan Clàr, okay, Hulan, like golden curls and gentle eyes, Malachul is Gruyan eye, shapely, it says shapely brow in the translation. It's more like a narrow brow. Okay. Is grui an eye, smiling cheeks, Belas Bina, Hainish Khan, sweetest voice that ever sang a song. But literally a mouth, but extrapolated to voice in English. Let me go Dolga Posek. Sauna Kaylee Ekavot. Okay, it was at the Kaylee at the mod. Hurmi Eilish and I that I got to know the girl. Isha Hoshin on Bound Orth. She was the winner of the gold medal. Hoshin. Tommy Dolga Posek. B Mogul Dovarivan. Gilis Duradach Gebrach. Eternally faithful and heartfelt. Shani Sheen, Dhachaigh Argra, we shall sing together our love, Hamidol Gapos. All right, okay. All right, okay, so. Yeah. All right, so. Yep. So let's try singing it.
Hallo Garjan, Fàilte ar Fàilte. Sé an taobhar go bhfuil brín raibh an trásta go raibh a lorg an Òran Màiri's wedding ar YouTube agus chuair mí lorg ar imig teomdag é. Imig teomdag ar a hain is ar a cloich le imig duine ar YouTube. Ach sé an rud a bhain go raibh mí go lorg an Gaelic. Sé sin brí rá go raibh mí a lorg an Òran túsal, an Òran Gaelic túsal. Màiri van a cha scríbig le Roger Bannerman ans na tríchatan do a vanacharid Màiri. A cha tuair mí lorg ar teomdag san bia an Gaelic. Na huair mí de teomdaí an béarla a jarabhag décho animal sa ha an Òran. Go harid fáin an Òran an sil na béarla. Ach bheit mis mún sin go hín, well féimi go bhfuil coú an teomdag in Òran túsal, in Òran Gaelic. Go hain ar YouTube, mar sin ha mi dul go hain gaibh in drasda agus ha mi dochas gon cóir de raibh. Seo é. Sí mogul sa Màiri van, Màiri boioch scial mogan, gylmoch fi sa Màiri van, ha mi dul gaposig. Hitch me on them gillerid, vamoch fi a chwas Bain, Màiri van rim hyfyshain, ha mi dul gaposig. Sí mogul sa Màiri van, Màiri boioch scial mogan, gylmoch fi sa Màiri van, ha mi dul gaposig. Sauna Kelly Akabot, Hacker Mesher Shanoi, Shisha Hoshin Panars, Hamito Kapos, She Mugas Marivan, Marivoyos Kamogan, Gilmochis Marivan, Tabito Kapos. Bimogel the Variban, Gilas Pura Halkubra, Shiny Shindachel Gras, Hamito Kapos, Shimogels Marivan, Marivoyox Kilmogan, Kilmochis Marivan, Hamito Kapos, Shimogels Marivan, Marivoyox Kilmogan, Kilmochis Marivan, Amito Pòsadh.
There we go. All right. All right. Okay, so there we go. Okay. Yeah, so Marivan, Amidol Pòsadh. I'm going to marry her. And that's another future tense that we haven't studied yet, but we'll get to that. Now, very similar, Hamiadol. Okay, Hamiadol. I am going, almost literally like the English, I'm going to do something. Okay, so anyway, but all right. So, any questions?
I guess just one comment. I didn't realize that you could have a TL right next to each other, like Clàr. That was surprising to me.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Does not occur in English. Okay, so good observation. So let me just very briefly, when you have that, it's very difficult to pronounce for an English speaker. And the key is, if you remember, I've said it probably a few times, but I'll say it again. The Gaelic T is pronounced with the tongue against the front teeth. Okay, so if you do an English T, like in the middle of the palate, tla, it has to go tla. But if you go do a Gaelic T, they run together, tla, tla. So put your tongue against the teeth, tla, and then the L, and it just comes out just very naturally. So it's not tla, it's tla. And if you remember that, you're halfway to pronouncing the Gaelic T, the hard T. Okay, so anyway, yeah. But a little phonetics involved there and placement of the mouth for the pronunciation. So tla. Okay, yeah, okay, leva. You also get a DL like dlua, close, dlua air, close on something, close to something. Dlua, D-L-U-T-H, dlua. Okay, yeah. So anyway, but you have that same phenomenon, the placement of the tongue on the back of the front teeth rather than on the palate. So it's not dlua. Okay, yeah. So anyway, all right, yeah. All right, it's a good observation. Anyway, all right. So, anything else? Well, okay, all right. Leva. Well, Tapalev Huladunya. I guess Himi Shiv Ana Hechen. Okay, Aikava.
I have
Thank you, Kyrian.